Just set an appointment for one of the clients out in California. Customer has 78 different users. They've never used third party before, have just started shopping around. So we're going to get out on Thursday, get them some numbers and see what we're able to do to help. We're looking forward to it.
I just set an appointment for my solar client in Jacksonville, Florida. It's a warehouse. It's about 37,000 square feet. I've been trying to get a hold of him for a while, but I finally got him on the phone today, and they're interested in seeing how solar can help them save money. So we're going to go out and meet him next week.
Yeah, so I got another one today for my client down in Texas. It's with a pretty large manufacturing company. Spoke with the senior director of IT over there, said right now they're not really outsourcing for anything, but it is something they're open to. Just didn't really think they had a need for it at the moment. Was really interested in learning a little bit more about us, so he's going to be hopping on a Teams meeting with our founder here on Monday of next week. They had about 300 users, a couple physical servers, 2 locations in the state. So it should be a really good all-around conversation, kind of see where we might be able to fit in, supplement what they're doing over there. Maybe get something closed out of it, but at the very least, really good opportunity.
So I got one from my West Virginia client, 75 users, 5 servers, 3 locations. Guy said he needed help running his internet right now, said it was having network issues. It should be a pretty good one. You can check it out next Monday.
I got one for my Atlanta client today. We've been hitting churches pretty hard down in this area, so got a hold of a new church administrator here. Their infrastructure is a little old and outdated, and their security is also in need of an update. So we're going to go out there and meet with them on Friday of this week and get them some pricing.
Who else? Sean?
Yeah, I got one for IT Solutions. It was with a bunch of lawyers. 75 users, 5 servers, 3 locations. Guy said he was having network issues, and I said, yeah, we do networking, and yeah, accepted the meeting for the 16th.
Perfect. Mr. A-Town, Atlanta got number 3, right?
Yeah. We've been hitting churches pretty hard down in this area, so this is another big Catholic church in the area. Their church administrator just started about 6 weeks ago, but he came in, he said the physical servers are really old and their security is not really up to where he thinks it needs to be from their current provider, who I think is just part of the, he's a parishioner there. Yeah, I'm going to meet with him on Friday. About 40 users, I think, in there.
Who'd we miss on there? I think we got one more. Yeah, Mace?
I had one with somebody that we've been reaching out to for Biz. He was like, "You are very persistent. You know, I'll go ahead and take a meeting. IT's not really high on our priority list right now, but I'd love to hear what you guys can bring to the table." It's a manufacturer out there in Cincinnati, about 10 users. Not a whole lot of pain, but willing to give us a listen as far as what we bring to the table.
Sure. That's good. Those are good pipeline builders. When we're looking at the recap videos from Justin Carey, a lot of his are like that, where it's like you had the intro meeting, they know what it costs, and then 2-3 years down the road, then they pop for, you know, $5 grand, 10 grand, whatever. That's awesome. That's awesome. Any proposals or closed deals over the weekend before we go to new business? Yeah?
I had a after lunch partner meeting with Impact Group, and we got a lot out on them when it came to proposals.
5-0.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull them up real fast. We got one out for $1,500 on the appointment from early last month. We got another $1,500 from the end of last month. We got one from beginning of this month for $5,200. Got another one for $1,500, and got one final one for $4,000.
Okay, that's awesome.
So a lot of stress. So,
it's really good. Yeah, it's really good. You know, 15 grand in proposals is, you know, in 30 days. That's savage. Nice job, man.
Okay, guys. Well, you'll notice finally they're hanging the gates. It's going to be a couple-day process. They got to get them up, weld them on, come back, put in operators, get the tech, all that stuff. So right now they're actually installing Highway T. They're going pretty quick.
Yeah, snagged one for my client in Wisconsin today. Manufacturing facility. The guy needs help with compliance. He's switching his whole domain over right now. There's a lot of projects coming up in the near future. A lot of projects going on next year as well. And he needs somebody to come in and help him out with that. They currently just have one guy on staff doing IT. And so he just needs somebody from the States because their parent company is foreign, so they can't really get their US compliance. But 60 users, about 2 servers over there, growing in both areas, set for Thursday, so it should be pretty good.
Got one for my client out in Cincinnati today. It's with a manufacturer, about 10 users. They're not actively looking, but he said with my persistence, he needs to take a meeting. He said that he wants to hear what we have to offer. If not today, then sometime in the future we can do business together. But he's willing to hear us out and see what we got. So it should turn into a pretty good one. We'll have to nurture it along the way, but I think it'll turn into some business later on in the future.
I spoke to a school today in Nebraska. I spoke with their superintendent. He said that they have a hybrid situation. They're external companies. They pay hour by hour. He wasn't really impressed by it, and their response time said he also wanted to make sure, just because a lot of their education's based online, that their systems are always going to be up and running no matter what. Wants us to meet next week in person with him to write him out a proposal of our services, and on top of it, we're not hour by hour, so all of those projects and everything's included on it, so it should be a pretty good one. And on top of it, my client in Nebraska specifically told me to reach out to this school district and get in touch with them, so he was really happy with it.
I got one for my guy up in Minnesota. It was from an inbound lead that they had. Wanted me to give him a call, see what was going on. Spoke to this gal up front. They're currently having problems with their phone systems in Ring Central. The problem initially started when they moved locations about a month and a half back. And what they are is they're an exterior company, so they go out and fix exteriors of people's houses, and currently they have about 30-40 techs that are basically on the road all the time, and they're having problem transferring the main line to their cell phone lines. The cell phone lines work perfect, especially even if people go through dial by name, it works fine. The problem is what they're having is this actual software Ring Central with their phones in office. So the call is going to start it's going to be a tomorrow conversation, about 40 phone lines, maybe 50 with the office staff too. But then also it's going to start with a phone call conversation for tomorrow afternoon at 1:15. They're going to talk about seeing what we can do when it comes to solving their problems. And the cool thing is the company is also in the same town as my guys, so they're only about 2 to 5 minutes away. So regardless if it's just maybe a project work to get something fixed now, if things keep stimulating, things keep popping up, changing, since they move so close to us, they might change IT firms too. So it's going to be a good foot in the door. We're going to see how the conversation goes, and I should have more updates after tomorrow at 1:15.